At some point, we begin to measure ourselves not by what we've accomplished, but by what we haven't. The book we didn't write, the business we never started, the apology we never issued, the person we didn't become. And slowly, quietly, the words sink in. It's too late now. Too late to begin something new, too late to change course, too late to make a difference, too late to change. But that voice is not reality. It's fear disguised, and fear has never been a good storyteller for us, because here's the truth. It's never too late to start over, not for Act 2, not for an easier life, not for the things you still secretly miss, even if you've ceased speaking them aloud. At some point, we turned timelines into bullies. We lied to ourselves that there's a finish line for becoming. By 30, we ought to have succeeded. By 40, we ought to be fixed. By 50, we should quit dreaming. By 60, we should remain where we are. But life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't shut the door on us, but it's us ourselves. We allow fear to determine what's realistic. We allow others' success stories to make us believe our window is shut. But what shuts us off to change isn't time, it's terror. Terror that will fail, terror that will appear silly, terror that will fail spectacularly and validate every doubt. But the reality is this: you're not running out of time, you're simply running out of sync with what really sets you free. Beginning again is not a weakness. It's not failing. It's not quitting. It's wisdom. It's courage. It's the profound and sometimes painful acknowledgement that your soul is ready to catch its breath once more. Sometimes the most adult thing you can do is release. Not because what existed previously was insignificant, but because you are now choosing to be more to yourself. The closing of one book does not have to be the closing of the whole book. It may just be a room before something greater. And yes, it's difficult. Yes, it may rattle the earth under your feet. But the other option is remaining where it slowly drains you, simply because you don't want to take the leap. Don't refer to that as responsibility. Don't refer to that as loyalty. Call it what it is. Fear disguised as inauthenticity. Still in doubt if it's possible? Take a look around. The world is full of individuals who flowered late and splendidly. Julia Child learned to cook in her late 30s. She wrote her first cookbook at 49. Peter Rodgett developed the thesaurus at 73. Harry Bernstein wrote his first book at 96. Anna Mary Robertson, aka Grandma Moses, started painting in her 70s. These weren't coincidences. These were individuals who didn't seek permission to begin anew. They didn't mute their voice because the world said they were over the hill. They decided to start, even when the world said they needed to wind down. And the decision is always yours to take. You're not back at square one, not even. Every scar, every failure, every lost chance, it all taught you something. You're not blank, you're seasoned. You're not behind, you're smarter. You've learned what doesn't work. You've endured what you thought would shatter you. You've breathed through long nights and still been able to show up the next morning. That doesn't break you, it toughens you. You're beginning again, but this time with wisdom, with recall, with heart. And those are the things that make your new beginning so much richer. We fixate on timelines because we crave control, but life chuckles at our calendars. What you thought you'd accomplish by 25 might not come until 45. The person you thought you'd marry might not still be around. The place you vowed you'd remain may be the place you must escape. And that's okay. You didn't screw it up. You didn't take too long. You're not late. You're human. And humans unfold slowly, with chapters we don't always anticipate. Release the shame for showing up late. You're not a calendar, you're a narrative. We envision starting a new thing as a dramatic act, a resignation letter, a grand relocation, a total rebirth. But more frequently, it begins quietly, with a whisper, a small adjustment. deciding to write in a journal at night rather than scroll, taking a walk rather than anesthetizing, taking one job that intimidates you, saying no where you used to say yes. These aren't little, they're gigantic, because they mark a new way of being with yourself. Don't downplay them. They are the seeds of your new life. And if you continue planting them slowly each day, one morning you'll wake up within a life you hardly recognize, but profoundly adore. Perhaps you've been instructed to be thankful for what you do have. And yes, gratitude is good, but it's not a gag. Desiring more doesn't mean you're greedy. It means you're honest. You can want again, hope again. Let yourself dream of something bigger, softer, richer. Just because you planted a dream in the ground doesn't mean it lost its breath. If it still ripples in your heart at 2 a.m., if it still appears in your daydream, if it still makes your heart lean forward, that's not a fantasy. That's a compass. Follow it. People may not get it. They may say you've changed. They may not understand why you're letting go of something that looks stable. But growth often looks like rebellion to the people invested in your comfort zone. You don't owe anyone consistency. You owe yourself the truth. Let them talk. Let them question. You don't need permission to start over. You have the bravery to be misunderstood while you're doing it. You will regret some things, the wait, the refusal, the years spent attempting to be anyone else. That's human. Don't let regret right now, however. It's not the writer of your next page. You are. Take the lesson. Drop the shame. You can't turn back, but you can move forward differently. And sometimes that's stronger than never having failed at all. There is still time to start over, to be gentle where you got hard, to take chances where you played it safe, to create, to love, to attempt. No, you will never have yesterday, but today isn't worthless either. Today is rich soil, and what you sow now will grow later, maybe not in one night, but wonderfully, richly, and deeply. So don't quit. Not now. Not when you've gone so far. You are not at the end. You're at the threshold, and what lies beyond could be the most authentic part so far. If this resonated with something in you, don't let it stop here. Don't nod and scroll. Don't skip and slide. Do something tiny today to celebrate your next start. Write one sentence, make one call, take one step. And if you'd like more reminders like this, soft, true, human, subscribe, follow, or just stick around. Because of the greatest stories, they don't end when the path is gone. They start when you create a new one. And you're not behind. You're right on time.